Welcome back to the SCG. What a day for Catherine Brunt. She's worked really hard in the field. The Australians, they tried hard. Great shot there from Mooney. She was definitely the star of the innings for the ladies in the Australian green and gold. Mooney been in fantastic form. Dispatches that one to the boundary with a bomb. Very technically correct. Another great view going over the cover region. Perfect day for cricket at the Sydney Cricket Ground today. Australia and England. And this is not what the Australians wanted to see. The Kookaburra into the stumps. A great shot here by Annabelle Sutherland. It looked fantastic. She loves that cover region. Didn't always work for her though, unfortunately. Here's Mooney with a great shot. Very unorthodox, very untypical cricket shot, but one which got great results for her on multiple occasions today at the SCG. And Mooney definitely the star performer. She just makes that look so easy. Just got into a good position early. Here comes Brunt again. And that ball goes high. That goes high. And what a catch in the outfield as the English take another wicket. She's excited, as she should be. The Australians will be very disappointed in the batting department. The English certainly on top with the ball. Great shot there by Sutherland. Classic cover drive all the way to the boundary. She tried again. Didn't necessarily work on that occasion. Picked out the fielder, took the aerial route and was unsuccessful on that occasion. As we see the ball going high, high, high and into the hands of simulated Earth cricket. Hello, I am Simulated Erk, and very interesting development at the conclusion of last week's match. Newcastle have made you the offer to be captain for the New South Wales Shield. Of course, being the captain comes some responsibilities. You'll need to sort out the team lineup before matches as just one of the added responsibilities. Accept or decline. Now, being a captain could be a good thing, but having said that, I'm quite happy bowling and just doing that. It is a good step up. I am being looked at for the New South Wales team, but if I get selected for the New South Wales team, that means that I won't be there to captain Newcastle, so we'll be declining that. And plus, it's not as if old mate Ian Thorpe's doing a bad job, by the way. He's doing a fantastic job. Player of the match last week in a 3-day game, which was fantastic. That's my second 10-wicket haul for a match. Now, I wasn't necessarily expecting the captaincy. Now, one good thing, of course, about being the captain is that I would have more say about the field placings and that sort of thing, and possibly things like the batting order and team selection. But I don't want to do that, and apart from that, I haven't really seen a lot of the other team in action because I'm only playing my parts. I'm not playing the whole match as my team. I'm just playing it as me. So, with some exceptions of people who have been batting well, I don't really know who bats where, etc. So, I'm more inclined to say no to the captaincy. The skipper, Ian Thorpe's doing a great job as it is. We're equal top of the ladder. So that's not a problem. It's not as if we're losing games or anything like that. You know, the captain is making good decisions. We had an excellent win last week in that 3-day game. We won by an innings and 100 and something runs in just under 2 days play of a 3-day game. I got over 10 wickets in the match, which is another cricket milestone. But here we are. We'll be playing Coffs Harbour in a T20 game.
Good morning and welcome. I'm Mike Atherton, and joining me for what should be an exciting contest is Mel Jones, Ali Mitchell, and the one and only Lord Gower.
Thanks, Mike. Always a pleasure to sit alongside you. So I've been taking a look at the conditions to see what the captains might decide at the toss. And it's pretty apparent, even before you take a proper look, that they'll be looking at batting first on this pitch. It's very dry on top, and it could make any run chase later quite difficult. The weather conditions are perfect for cricket. Absolutely no threat of any rain.
Great information there from David Gower. Captains are ready for the toss. Let's join them in the middle.
So Newcastle tossing the coin. Coffs Harbour in the green and blue call heads. Coffs win the toss. Coffs win the toss even. And they've chosen to bowl.
Win the toss and will bowl first.
Lead.
So the Newcastle batting innings has concluded. We'll bring you up to date shortly.
Control and spin from this bowler. Looking forward to seeing what they can do here.
So being brought on in the third over, Coffs Harbour chasing 152. They're none for 15. Graves on 3 at the striker's end. Austin at the other end on 12. Firmly struck. There's a fielder out there in our corner, and they'll just run the one.
There'll be one run here for them.
Good running, just finding the gap, and that allows for rotation of the strike and keeps the pressure on the bowlers.
Charlie Austin. Can't imagine somebody of this era being called Charles. High score of 118. As he's taking his sweet time. Interestingly, that there's a leg slip, or probably more of a leg gully, but no in close catches on the offside. He's found a gap. They'll run one, and that's all they'll run.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
The slip comes into play. The orthodox slip for Graves.
Can't get that outside the ring field.
Oh, there's a huge edge. Goes down to fine leg. He's lucky to get away with that one. I think he knew where that one went. And they didn't even run. He had absolutely no idea where that one went.
Wait, yep.
Down to the square boundary.
Tucked it nicely into the gap. Pick up a single, rotate the strike.
So the leg going comes into play again for Austin.
Yep.
Big shot. Nobody down there. At fine.
Footwork. A great shot, a glorious shot actually, to get back and play it like that.
That's the end of a very good over. Good pressure being put on the batters.
Got a hold of that one.
Bernhardt, the left-arm pace bowler, is coming into the attack from the The right armour is coming on to bowl from the press box end.
"86 runs required from 72 deliveries, none for 66 after 8.
Doesn't beat the infield.
It was a good comeback after that boundary last ball.
Yep.
Gives himself some room, only the one on offer.
It was slightly shorter, but it
That's
was
correct.
seen early. Got onto the back foot quickly. Just pushed it away behind square.
A direct hit on the return. No run to
Finds
mid
the
on.
fielder with that shot.
Wait.
Couldn't get it through the field.
No run.
Just threw the shot too early.
Big shot. Is there anybody down there in the crowd who can catch that?
That was timed very, very well. Great shot. Driven down the ground and flew over the boundary.
There's nobody in the crowd that can catch that. It was over all the fielders' heads.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length, around about off stump, and that'll force the mistake.
All right, final delivery over. 7 runs off it. How does he reply after getting hit for 6? That's how he replies, finds the gap.
4 all the way.
Everything was right about it. The footwork to get back and then the back coming through the ball beautifully.
It's a very tidy over, but they're still searching for that first wicket. Maybe
no.
it's just around the corner.
Not exactly sure how I'd call that a tidy over. Got hit for 10 runs.
Going with spin now.
Change of bowling. The captain is going with the spinner.
None for 85. 11 overs remaining. They require 6.73 runs per over. Graves and Austin need 67 of 60 deliveries. And that's a good start.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
Not a lot on offer here for the bowlers.
Waiting.
Collects
No
that
run.
one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
No wickets yet for any of the bowlers, including EB. That's a big hit.
The cover field.
Nobody
Nice
down
shot.
there.
Nearly got through them. Just got onto it in time with enough bat speed to pick up 4.
Got it on the full, underneath it, whacks it away.
I don't think we'll be too happy with their bowler at the moment.
Austin on 56.
Quick
And they're
onto
still
that in the
persisting
infield.
with the close infielder on the leg side. .63 off 56 required.
Loud shout.
I didn't ask the question on that occasion. It sounded like heaps of bat on that one.
Wow.
Oh,
missed the lot.
stumping.
Just
Appeals
need to
for the
settle down.
stumping.
Timing's off. These deliveries are there to be hit. Time for cool heads.
Charles Austin, 56 of 32 deliveries. 3 massive sixes.
Brook with the ball in hand again.
Change of bowling. The captain is going with the spinner.
Coming from the pavilion end. 3 for 146. They need 6 runs off 24 deliveries. This over is vital.
Yep.
Have they got the winning runs? They have.
And that marks the end of the match. The batting side have fallen short by none. Thank you very much for joining us. Please remember to drive responsibly on your way home.
They have fallen short by none. They won. Big 6 off that first delivery of the over.
Always looked like that target was just under par, and so it proved. Chased down easily, great batting, and a deserved win.
That ended up being an easy win in the end, just staying ahead of the game all the way through. Goodbye from all of us in the commentary box, and see you soon.
So old mate gets a player of the match ceremony, and he's going to get interviewed. I took 10 wickets in a match, and I don't get none of this. Coffs Harbour win by 7 wickets. Newcastle 3 for 151. Finlay not out 82. Steve Preston not out 40. Downing 17. Thorpe 10. Brodie McIntyre best for Coffs 2 for 30. Caden Cowdrey, or Cowdrey even, 1 for 28. Coffs Harbour 16.1 overs, winning by 7 wickets. Austin 78, Graves 46, Camper 13 not out. And best of the bowlers for Newcastle, Bernhard 2 for 34, Walsh 1 for 37. So we will go through to the next game, because that was a rather short T20 game when EB doesn't get to have a bat. All right, let's have a look. Getting attention from New South Wales still. Our next match is a 50 over game. Again in Newcastle. We're not doing any travelling. Oops. Newcastle finished the New South Wales Shield Club T20 season in 3rd position. Our next game is in 6 days, so we'll fast forward. And we'll play as me. So we'll see what happens. So the T20 season is over. Newcastle finished in 3rd. So it was probably just a case of whoever finished in 1st position won the trophy. I would dare say this is my first time playing career in any of the Big Ant cricket games. And I haven't watched that many videos about them. So we are coming to the end of our first season. And we are coming to the end of the regular Australian cricket season anyway. It's early February as this is being recorded. Lots of different matches. Way back from Ashes Cricket and beyond, SimulatorDirtGaming.com, Simulator Dirk on YouTube. So let's get into this 50 over game.
Good morning and welcome. I'm Mike Atherton, and with me in the commentary box is Mel Jones, Ali Mitchell, and the irrepressible David Gower.
Thanks, others. We're almost ready to get underway. I've been down pitch side to look at the conditions. And it's pretty apparent, even before you take a proper look, that they'll be looking at batting first on this pitch. It's very dry on top, and it could make any run chase later quite difficult. Gorgeous clear weather and no threat of any rain.
Wonderful insight there from David Gower. Let's now head down to the middle to join the captains for the toss.
Okay, so the captains will be tossing the coin. Moruya in blue have called heads. And they've won the toss. No,
Just
have a
as
bat.
you'd expect, really. It's good conditions for batting, and I'm sure neither captain would have had any hesitation in choosing to bat first.
Brook coming into the attack
Change
from the
of
press
bowling.
box
The captain
end.
is going with the spinner.
So after 12 overs, Moruya 3 for 48 off 12 overs. McLean on strike on 0 off 10 deliveries. Kerr new to the crease, 4 runs and over. They've won the toss and elected to bat. Let's see what happens. No run
Collects
to
that
point.
one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
Just threw the shot too early.
Straight back to the bowler.
No
and
runs
no
on
run.
that occasion. Got into position nicely, just too early on the shot. Couldn't find a gap.
Couldn't
Sweeps.
get it through the field.
Finds a very
Just can't seem to get
fine
the ball
leg.
away. That's the third dot.
Oh!
Well, they never really got in the right position for the drive for that one. A bit of a loose shot in my reckoning.
Doesn't beat
No
the
run.
infield.
And no run.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
Maiden over.
End of the over, and again it's a good one for the bowling side. Not letting batters build. Brook from the press box end.
3 for 55 after 14 overs. McLean on 1, Kerr on 5. My first over was a maiden.
Quick onto that in the infield.
A little late on that. No run scored.
And such
Gone!
hands of the keeper. Massive appeal. Definitely got some movement, but did it get the edge?
It sure did get the edge, my friend. Kerrigan takes it as easy as you like. Got the edge of McLean. And that's it.
Gone. The fourth wicket is in the bag. A bit of trouble if there was another to fall quickly. We've seen some very good bowling.
Ross comes out to bat in a bit of form, but it'll be interesting to see how they go today.
And Jaden McLean didn't get it done again. Sweeping. First run off the bat off my bowling for this innings.
There'll be one run here for them.
Tucked it nicely into the gap. Pick up a single, rotate the strike. Good running, just finding the gap, and that allows for rotation of the strike and keeps the pressure on the bowlers.
Waiting.
No run there.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
They're going to have to accelerate. They're only scoring at 3.89 and over. Gives himself a bit of room.
Into the 15th over. The batting side are now 4 for 57.
And a successful over as drinks come onto the field. They're in all sorts of dramas, the South Coastians. I remember hearing on a radio station
The pace bowler coming into the attack.
Is going with pace.
I remember listening to a radio station on the South Coast where they were trying to make South Coastians a thing. It's never been a thing as far as I know. My third over now, Kerr on 4, Ross down the non-strikers end on 1, 4 for 58 after 16 overs. Winds up, finds a little bit of a gap, managed to run a quick one.
Just pivoted onto the back foot, so easily done to knock it behind square. Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot.
Well, I'm going to ask a question anyway.
For that one, they feel pretty confident about this.
There was an edge. There was a lot of wood in that shot.
Outside the ring field.
Doesn't beat the fielder though. Four for 59. Well outside the off stump.
Could it be?
No, it could not be. Umpire not interested. Keeps his pointing finger down. Was well outside the off stump.
Waiting.
Well, that was another good over. You can see the frustration growing on the batters.
And now on 4 for 59.
4 for 65. Possible projected total of 174, but they've already got 4 wickets back in the sheds.
No runs on that occasion. Got into position nicely, just too early on the shot and couldn't find a gap.
Ask the question, probably outside the line of leg stump. If you don't ask the question, the umpire can't give you a decision.
They've picked the gap.
Oh,
Timing.
there was a gap. They'll think about coming back for 2. The fielder restricts them to 1, and it was a wise decision.
Punched well off the back foot through point to get some runs.
Yep.
Only the 1, just outside the circle.
Driven off the front foot. Fantastic cricket shot. Probably expected more there.
Waiting.
No run
A
on
little
offer
late
there.
on that. No runs scored.
Wait.
No. No runs there. 2 off the over.
Just threw the shot too early.
Brook has really kept the pressure on in this over. Just needs to maintain the momentum going forwards.
Twenty overs gone. 4 for 76. Run rate of 3.80. Defensive shot.
Negated the spin well then. Got nicely on top of the bounce.
He's searching, probing for answers, Brook. Oh!
Tried to get the drive away, timed it poorly, lucky to survive.
Leaves it outside the off
A bit of
stump.
shape on the ball as they let it go through. Tailed just a little at the end as it went through to the keeper.
Just a slight adjustment on the line, maybe. Leaves it outside the off stump
You can
again.
understand why on that line they thought it was safe to let it straight through to the keeper.
You're playing a 50 over match and you're striking under 4 and over. run.
End of the over. Beautiful bowling that just starts to build pressure on the batters.
4 for 76.
A maiden over, 4 for 76 at the end of that over.
Bernhardt, the left-arm medium bowler, is coming into the attack from the university end.
4 for 78 off 22. Ross on 2. Kerr down the other end on 23.
Very compact.
Extremely slow going for the far south coastians. Still determined that's not a thing.
Yep.
They find a run. Just makes it to where third would be on the
just to get it
circle.
down towards third for some runs.
Waiting.
Chops to point.
Wait. Yep.
There's no mid-off was back, so they managed
Got
to run
forward
through
well
one.
and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Wait.
Cross-batted slog with no result. Doesn't even make the circle.
Got right in behind it.
Right over the top of it. Nicely smothering the spin there.
Batting side are now
The end of a tidy over. Batting doesn't... Brook with the ball in hand again.
change of bowling. The captain is going with the spinner.
6 overs, 1 for 7. Moruya 5 for 105. Kerr on strike on 38. Chamberlain new to the crease on 0. Run rate of 3.75. Kerr's the danger man here. Oh, there's an edge. No slip in
Unplayable.
play, but also no run. Ask the question.
Big appeal.
Not out.
Misses
Oh.
everything. Just can't seem to get the ball away. That's the third dot ball.
How did that miss everything?
Yep.
They'll just run the 1. Square comes into play.
Nicely ran, working the ball away into the gaps to find the easy single.
Kerr moves to 39. 5 for 106.
Wait there.
Just
Finds
threw
a
the
short
shot too early.
Finds a short fine leg.
Brook
No shot
ends
offered.
what has been a tidy over. Just needed to top it off with a wicket.
5 for 106.
Oh!
Just need to settle down. The timing's all off. These deliveries are there to be hit. Just got to keep a cool head.
So Kerr's out in the previous over. 6 for 115 off 30.1 overs. Chamberlain new to the crease 0. Cartwright newish to the crease on 8. They've brought a slip back into play.
Yes.
They called for 1 but don't run it. My 8th over now. Very economical.
Huge appeal.
Probably too high and not in line. They call one but don't run it. For defensive to mid off. And they're struggling with this run rate. They can't get him away. And another maiden over.
Giving them absolutely nothing here at the moment. Another over gone and not much from it.
6 for 115. They're in trouble. Very tight, consistent bowling. 6 for 117. Chamberlain not off the mark after 11 deliveries. Cartwright 10 off 12 at the non-striker's end. Can't beat fine leg on the circle.
Wait there.
Can't beat short cover.
Yeah, mate.
They eventually get one. It's too deep square.
Plenty of good balls, plenty of dots. Eventually they get their first runs.
Very, very tidy. 1 for 9 after 8.4 overs.
Wait.
No run on offer there. Big hit. Is it caught? No. Mid-off was back a little bit. They get through for a single.
Exquisitely done on the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
The over comes to an end. Not many runs coming from it. Both sides need to inject some life into this game. The left-arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the university end.
Even more trouble now. 7 for 123 after 34 overs. Chamberlain on 1 on strike. Boyd 4 of 4 deliveries. Last over for EB. 1 for 10. Even though he's only picked up 1 wicket, he's been very economical. Basically 1 run and over. No run there.
Waiting.
No run down to fine. Defensive shots. They pick up 1, and that's all they'll pick up. Now we're going to left-hander on strike. Rightio. Leaves it outside the off
Obviously
stump.
didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it.
Last ball of the spell of the innings.
Digs out the Yorker.
And they just run through
Brook
one.
has had a pretty good over. Just needed a bit more luck to find a wicket.
7 for 125 at the end of my bowling innings. So this is the Newcastle innings.
That was one of the easiest wins at this level of cricket you are likely to witness. A class above.
That's all from us in the commentary box. It's been an amazing match. Hope to see you soon.
So having a look, Moruya elected to bat all out for 172 after 46.2 overs. Kerr 39, Boyd 21 along with Chamberlain. Johnson on 20. Bernhard the destroyer getting man of the match, 4 for 26. Walsh 3 for 48. Merrin 2 for 54. Me 1 for 12. Newcastle in reply. After 30 overs, they take it out, winning by 8 wickets, 2 for 175. Ian Thorpe, despite the captaincy offer to Eric Brook, 87 not out. Downing 54 not out. Finlay 25. Best of the bowlers, Max Kerr for the South Coastians on 2 for 27. No wickets for Ross McLeod or Boyd. Newcastle winning by 8 wickets. So a good performance there. Very economical. There's a 3-day game coming up against Lismore. We'll see that on the next episode. Getting attention again for the New South Wales Blues. Newcastle on top of the table now overall in 3-day cricket. 4 wins after 4 games. Lismore have lost 1 game. Central Coast have lost 2, as have Ballina. Coffs Harbour have won 1 game, and Moruya haven't scored a win yet in 3-day cricket. So we will move ahead. Newcastle finished the New South Wales Shield Club 50 over season in 4th position. And our next game will be against Lismore, a 3-day game which will feature next week. I've been Simulator Dirk, you've been wonderful. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, and bye-bye for now. Welcome back to the SCG. What a day for Catherine Brunt. She's worked really hard in the field. The Australians, they tried hard. Great shot there from Mooney. She was definitely the star of the innings for the ladies in the Australian green and gold. Mooney been in fantastic form. Dispatches that one to the boundary with a bomb. Very technically correct. Another great view going over the cover region. Perfect day for cricket at the Sydney Cricket Ground today. Australia and England. And this is not what the Australians wanted to see. The Kookaburra into the stumps. A great shot here by Annabelle Sutherland. It looked fantastic. She loves that cover region. Didn't always work for her though, unfortunately. Here's Mooney with a great shot. Very unorthodox, very untypical cricket shot, but one which got great results for her on multiple occasions today at the SCG. And Mooney definitely the star performer. She just makes that look so easy. Just got into a good position early. Here comes Brunt again. And that ball goes high. That goes high. And what a catch in the outfield as the English take another wicket. She's excited, as she should be. The Australians will be very disappointed in the batting department. The English certainly on top with the ball. Great shot there by Sutherland. Classic cover drive all the way to the boundary. She tried again. Didn't necessarily work on that occasion. Picked out the fielder, took the aerial route, and was unsuccessful on that occasion. As we see the ball going high, 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 and into the hands of simulated cricket.